Maduro mocks failed U.S. bid to impose its puppet on Venezuela, vows justice. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has decried U.S. attempts to impose a puppet on his country, insisting that he has emerged victorious in face of such plots and continues to remain in power. According to Press TV, addressing his supporters at an event on Sunday held to commemorate the anniversary of the end of the military dictatorship in 1958, the Venezuelan leader said the White House intended to replace him with their puppet, an oblique reference to the West-backed opposition leader Juan Guaido. There was a move intended to impose a puppet on Venezuela, and I say 3 years later, where is Donald Trump's puppet, asserted Maduro, referring to Guaido, who declared himself as the interim president of Venezuela in 2019 with the backing of the former U.S. administration. "We will show the world, people of Venezuela, on January 23, 2022, and we are standing here victorious and in political power," he hastened to add. Maduro referred to Guaido as a puppet thief and vowed to send him to prison, 3 years after the latter's highly publicized swearing-in ceremony as the interim president. "Fair and constitutional justice often takes time, but it will come, it will come. Rest assured, the people of Venezuela, that there will be justice here," Maduro declared in his speech at the Miraflores presidential palace, noting that unpleasant political events of recent years in the Central American nation have brought more awareness to people. Earlier this month, Venezuela's National Assembly President Jorge Rodriguez rejected calls for dialogue with the U.S.-backed opposition as long as Washington maintains pressure on Caracas, including the freeze on foreign assets. "Enough with the hypocrisy of dialogue. If you want talks, show respect. If you want talks, free Alex Saab. If you want talks, return our gold, which you stole," Rodriguez remarked on January 5, referring to Colombian businessman Alex Saab, an ally of President Maduro who has been extradited to the U.S. on money laundering charges. Negotiations between the Venezuelan government and the Western-backed opposition came to a halt late last year after Saab was taken into custody and rendered to the U.S. The negotiations, mediated by Norway and hosted by Mexico, were aimed at resolving the years-long crisis in the Latin American country. Rodriguez led the government delegation in Mexico,